Welcome to Bart and Huib Speakers Corner, the podcast with noteworthy interviews and more. Here you'll discover what our speakers are bringing to Agile Testing Days and why they love this unique conference so much.
Welcome everybody to Bart and Huib's Speaker Corner podcast. Today we have a very special guest, very dear friend, and, well, I think a laureate speaker from all over the world, Miss Lisi Hocke. So, yay! So,
Hi,
Lisi,
everyone.
how do you pronounce your last name? Because I'm always a bit confused about that.
It's Hocke, but that's fine. That's fine.
No, that's okay. I know for next time, so that's good. So Lisi, maybe because, well, people are almost fed up by me and Huib right now, so they know us, but they might not know you. So could you introduce yourself?
Of course. So first of all, thanks for having me here. It's a great honor. For everybody who doesn't know me, I'm Lisi. I've been in tech now for 16 years, still counting. So not getting out of it anytime soon because there's so much more to do and to learn and to especially also build with great people. I've been mostly in testing and quality related roles throughout my career. As probably many people know, this can take a lot of shapes and forms. When you're in testing and quality, I like to call myself a specialized generalist in that sense because I've been all over the place. And especially in the last 6-7 years, I've been slowly diving deeper into security. And hence, since beginning of this year, I actually officially changed roles and can call myself now a security engineer. The fun fact is it's not that different from what I did before. It's just more focused on security.
So now you're a specialized generalist, specialized generalist.
Exactly that. Yes, exactly.
Yeah, nice.
Cool.
So that's me.
Okay. Well, we've seen you at multiple Agile Testing Days. I'm not sure how many, but it must have been at least 5, something like that. So what is so special about the Agile Testing Days that you keep coming back, Lisi?
Well, first of all, I am clearly biased because Agile Testing Days was my very, very first conference. That was back in 2015 was my first edition. I heard about this conference from Lisa Crispin and Janet Gregory because they were super active posting about that conference on back then Twitter. And I really felt like, oh, this sounds so good. I have to be there. And I also want to meet my heroes. So in 2015, I had my first chance to go. And it was overwhelming, positive, and all the feelings at the same time. And I really felt like, okay, this was both daunting and scary, like to join a big conference on my own, like so many people. I'm very introverted, so I have to keep my energy in check. And at the same time, it was so inspiring and it's got so many ideas and a lot of tangible stuff as well that you can really apply back at home. And I met new people. I met my heroes as well, which was definitely very special. And then I felt like, I have to come back there. So came back next year. And then more good stuff happened because I also met my long year learning partner back in 2016, Toyer Mahmoudi, at Agile Testing Days. And it was like an infamous one for us because we made our first pact, as we called it. Like we agreed on a deal to do something scary, but together, so it's getting less scary and less daunting. And that was conference speaking. And that's basically the too long didn't read why we even speak here right now, right? So we didn't stop there. Again, lots of good stuff happened. We actually also spoke at Agile Testing Days now several times even. And we have the honor again this year, or at least for me. Toya unfortunately can't make it this year, but next year she's back. So that's definitely been one of my most impactful events, I would say. And that made me return every year I can, basically.
Okay. So you already made a nice bridge for us because you are going to speak again at Agile Testing Days.
Wait, Bart, wait. But before we talk about that, I want to make a confession, and Lizzie knows because I told her that pact, that presentation you did on your learning pact, inspired me to start a learning pact with Nicole. And I'm still doing stuff with Nicole, although the pact is not that tight anymore, but we did a lot. So the learning pact thing, if for anybody who's watching, seriously dive into that, look her up. The talk should be somewhere online, or you have slides, or you wrote blog post about it. And if not, go to my blog somewhere on mindset. I talk about that because that was an amazing thing. It was really, really inspiring. But you forgot to tell something else, because something special happened in 2019. What happened? You didn't even talk about that.
Yeah, that was the other very, very impactful thing for me, and also really a very, very special memory. And I actually still have it right here on my desk to remind me every day that this actually happened, because it's still so incredible. Because coming back to this conference, many years, connecting with the community, what happened in 2019 was that the community gifted me an award, the MIATP award, the infamous one from Agile Testing Days. And for me, I was really speechless. I really felt like me. And this was also very, very positively overwhelming, as I would like to call it. I really hold that very dear to my heart, because I received a lot of feedback on why people basically voted for me among so many awesome people. And that was also giving me a lot of energy then to, keep going, give back to community as much as I can. Because I mean, why I'm doing all this is partly I want to learn, of course, so it also gives me access. But part of it is also giving back, because I received so much from community already. And that's why I'm also trying to pay it forward, basically. And then getting this kind of award, I'm still stunned, even so many years later.
So
that's the fun part.
Is this the part where you're going to remind me that I'm the only one on the call not having received the MIATP award?
Well, they don't do it anymore. So because Bart, seriously, I think you should also deserve an award. No, for all the work you did for Test Lab and all the presentations and coaching and stuff. But yeah, I'm sorry, we can't give it to you. But what I wanted to ask you, Lizzie, is because that's really a sort of fairy tale story. You come to a conference to meet your heroes. They won that award, and then a couple of years later, you win that award.
Well deserved.
Right?
Well deserved. So in that sense,
and well deserved, because I absolutely voted for you that year. So yeah, that's good. That's interesting. So Bart, you were about to ask a question a couple of minutes ago.
I forgot what it was. No, so Lizzie, you just gave us a nice bridge. You are going to do something this year at ATD as well, right? And it's got something to do with your new specialized generalist role, if I remember correctly.
So this year I have the honor to even curate the security testing deep dive track together with Santosh and Christoph. And we really hope that people will enjoy what we have to offer in this track, because what we tried is to provide like a really round and diverse perspective on security in all kinds of aspects, regarding industries, regarding topics, not only testing, like anything also that is needed for quality in that sense for security, and also regarding people as well. So we try to do our best to really get to hear from all kinds of voices. And I really hope you get a good impression on security as a theme, and what you can do then also to help make the products that you're building more secure. But you'll get definitely in touch with amazing practitioners and learn from their experience firsthand. So that's my first contribution, basically, because we basically help co-create that track. Now, all of us three will also give sessions, so you'll hear from us as well, because we're also all in security. What I'm going to personally give is a workshop. It's going to be hands-on. This is called Secure Development Lifecycle Applied. How to make things a bit more secure than yesterday, every day. Because I really believe it's in the tiny bits where we do better every day. We won't ever jump to perfection. This is just not realistic, but we can do make tiny changes. So what I'm going to leave you with in this workshop is a few examples that you can practice right away to get like a first impression. A lot of resources for later on, of course, and then you can hopefully try it out right away when you're back at work to make like the next tiny change there.
Okay.
So
But you mentioned deep dives, and I think Agile Testing Days this year has 3 deep dives, right?
Yes.
Right. One on security, one that you're doing, and one that Richard Bradshaw was doing. What was it on again?
Automation.
Automation.
Yes, exactly.
So, and these deep dives are actually a way to get more information on one subject in a kind of streamlined set of presentations. Am I right? So that actually by itself is already amazing value. That I really like that they're doing that, because that actually normally you have one talk and then you might be inspired, but you still don't know. And by having a deep dive, you really get more insight in the matter. Oh, that's
Exactly.
I really like that. Yeah.
Yes, and you have the people around to also, like in between sessions, ask questions, right? Because they will always, like we hope to actually initiate that conversation and that exchange. So because there will always be more questions than we can answer in the
Sure.
tracks. But if people bring more questions, that will be already a win. And and for my workshop, actually, this time, because I've been giving this workshop a few times at conferences already, but this time it's actually going to be a bonus edition. You'll only get that at ATD because Santosh is joining me on that specific edition. So,
Cool.
a unique bonus, and you'll have to be there.
Yeah. Okay, so people that want to be there,
I'm definitely going to be there. Bart, are you going to be there?
Most likely, because I have some sessions, but the entire Tuesday and Wednesday, I have the world to myself. I can choose whatever I want to do. Yeah.
Luxurious.
Yes, luxurious. Yeah. So either I'll be entire days drinking in the bar, or I'll go to sessions. And I think it's going to be the latter, because the first one we can always do at night.
That's true.
So
we always do at night.
always do that. Okay. So people that want to join Agile Testing Days, there is a special discount for people that watch this podcast. It's in the notes. It's the Bart and Huib ATD discount, and it's 15% off. So if you have missed the early birds, if you have missed stuff like that, you can still get a nice discount. Good. So Lizzie, one last question. What should people tell their boss to convince them to get them to ATD?
Oh, good question. You haven't asked that before, Bart.
Didn't I?
You came up with an excellent new question. Wow.
I think this is a great question, but also a pretty tough one, because I think the answer is very context dependent, depending on like what kind of company you're in, what kind of manager you have, right? So in the best case, you don't need convincing, right? Because obviously that's part of training budget. It's a great one. You have many, many testimonials from so many people that should speak for that proposal already, and so many diverse sessions. If that manager needs some convincing, how about they join themselves and make, experience the benefits themselves? Obviously, that usually only works if the company has sufficient resources to pay people. If they really, really are hesitant and all the testimonials don't convince them, there will be, of course, also the option of an online pass, which is not the same offer, but at least the next best, I would say, because it's less pricey. So if money is the issue with the manager, maybe they can then get convinced through what the person already learns through the online pass, and then maybe send them next year, because now you have evidence, like first-hand evidence. But obviously, if on-site is a different kind of experience, because then you get not only like the raw content, but like all the things in between as well. The hallway track, the morning sessions, the evening sessions, like real connection with people and the community feel as well.
Yeah,
And we really need to add more cool people to our community, because there's so much more we are missing out on so far.
I would promise my boss that whatever I learn at ATD, I'm going to present to my team, so that the team can also learn from whatever I learn.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because that's part of the deal, right? You take away so much knowledge, and you can take away so much information from ATD that normally, if I get back from ATD, I have 3 or 4 presentations to give to my team. Like, hey guys, this is what we can do as well.
Absolutely. And also connections, because what I made there is also like, I might not know about a certain topic myself, but in somebody else in my company was like, wait, but I talked with someone at a conference.
Yeah.
And then you can connect them. And that is also very powerful.
I still remember sitting in the test lab with Richard Bradshaw and Mark Winteringham, and I'm now reading Mark Winteringham's book on Gen AI and testing. So yeah,
right?
you get to know people, you get to know resources. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and valuable resources, because
Exactly.
my experience is that the people I meet at conferences and ATD has become my family. So but even after meeting people once, look them up on LinkedIn, ask them, hey, we talked about something, and most of the time you get instant answers, and it's so valuable. I became a senior consultant with a big network, and I often ask that network, like, hey, because people with specialized knowledge that they don't have in my company, or not somebody instantly available, stuff like that. Yeah, I absolutely second that.
Yeah, we definitely need more specialized generalists. So in that sense, it's an amazing thing. Okay.
You forget something. Award-winning specialized
generalist. Award-winning specialized generalist. Yes. Thank you,
exactly.
Huib, for rubbing that in. Yeah. Okay, Lisi,
I'm gonna make you an award. I'm gonna this year you're gonna get an award from me.
No, don't. Okay, good. Lisi, thank you very much for being here. It's been lovely talking to you. Hope to see you again in November at ATD.
Yes.
And we can meet up again. So people, if you want to join, you know what to do. Just sign up and be there.
Use the discount.
Yeah.
Use the discount.
Yeah, use the discount and actually get there, and it is going to be a life-changing experience. I can vouch for that myself as well.
Yep. Second.
Cool. Thanks, guys. See you later.
See ya. Bye-bye.